Good morning, everyone. So, to answer you, my beloved family, uh, so many people were asking yesterday, Kuti, what's up? What's the papers that were being signed? What? So, if you remember the day that I posted on Facebook, when in fact on all my platforms when I was crying, so the papers that were being signed are my work resignation papers. So at the job that I was working, you just don't decide like today that you want to resign and you wake up tomorrow not there, or you wake up the next week not there. So here's what you do: you put your resignation papers like today, then they will be having an effective date of 3 months after. So I put my papers end of January. Yeah, and it's a story for another day, not today. I will have a day where I will sit down and so explain to you every detail. But yes, just a brief summary. I I resigned. It was not a planned resignation. I wanted to resign maybe in June this year, but because of some reasons that included frustrations, blah 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 blah, I wanted June. So I was like, if I work up to June, then I will have to be having something tangible by then, like a business or something, so that I can quit in peace around June. And yeah, other reasons included Shekaina, what. I wanted to stay with my child, and these crisscrosses Harare, Chegutu were straining me. So I wanted to just make something by June. So things happened. There are people running Kumabasa who always want to work other people. Yeah. So yeah, maybe if I put it in that way, Kuti, I just got to work, and there were tables turning. Tables have turned, and there's something that was about to happen. I will tell you when I'm ready to share details, just that it's not the right time. So some tables have turned. I was supposed to do something that was gonna cost me half of this year, which means no posting on social media because of time. I was just going to not find time to do anything about social media. That included me not doing my hustles, deliveries, and blah 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 that I'm used to do. And you remember when I'm doing that thing, I will spend my day, all my energy, on whatever that I was going to do, which means no phone calls. Because if I was going to do business via the phone, which means no phone calls for the whole day. Some people will be ordering things and there will be no phone calls. Yet I wanted, remember, I'm a single mom. Yes, Shekaina's father is alive and what, but it's a story for another day. Again, he's not someone where I can relax and sit down and relax and expect him to do something, because he will not do it anyway if he wants. So imagine the one salary of mine having to pay rentals, having to employ a maid because I'm now invested in one of the things that I was supposed to do, and I'm not doing it because the hustles were the ones that were pushing me to be paying rentals, buy food, send Shekaina to the crash, and me running around Ndakarukomso and stuff. So it was impossible for me, and at the same time where was I going to leave my child? Honestly, leaving my child for such a big period and me invested in something that was not going to happen with me. So yeah, when I put my resignation papers, I expected there should be an approval a month before that. There are people who are supposed to sign, respected people that are supposed to sign on your paper as a way of releasing you. Good, okay, fine, let her sign for her, so that she goes and what. So first of all, there's a date that's supposed to come, a date you are officially out of this work premise by so and so. And so firstly, the date delayed, just the date on its own. So the date delaying, since you have no date that is allowing you to go, which means you are not supposed to be full-time on work wherever you are. So ndada kutoshanda zvekudaro, yet in the back of my mind I'm done. And so imagine you are at an environment where you're telling yourself kuti no, plus that I left at a point yekuti ladies just so imagine at that place you are not working zvekutodaro a lot was happening. And I was staying with Chekaina because I couldn't employ a maid. Imagine I resigned. I don't have anything to do. When I resigned, I didn't have anything to do, so I didn't have to employ a maid. I'm now telling myself this money that I'm having, because you'll be you'll be having your money till the date comes. So that money that I was having, I was telling myself this is capital, and I have to buy my groceries in bulk so that I see what to do next, so that when this is all done, I get my feet, I start kutengesana. So I was feeling like my life is on hold, waiting desperately for this day. My life was kind of on hold. I was not able to do what I'm supposed to do because I'm still registered that I'm a worker there. So when this date came, I started the process yeku signisa and what, and so I'm working, I'm making these signatures. Then manje, some people who were supposed to sign were not there. Yet Nina wanted to just move from that place and to go, and so some people were supposed to sign for me were not there. They were on another mabasa. They just don't sit waiting to sign papers. They do their jobs. So indeed my frustration was coming from okay, so they're not there. When are they coming? What yet the date, my official date of resignation is the 30th of April. So I was like, the date is slowly approaching and these papers are not yet done. I wanted the 30th to come whilst I'm done and dusted with everything. And this, I took a risk. Honestly, when I resigned, that was a risk. No, bo, Nini, I can't do this. I'm not doing this. So since I cannot do this, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be at a point whereby I'm not supposed to choose between my job and doing this. All right, I was supposed to choose between, not what someone told me to choose. This was me in my mind. Since I can't do this and it's supposed to be done according to my work duties and what I'm supposed to do it, and in Nina I can't do it. So the only peaceful way to not do these things is just me resigning and choosing not to do it. Because if I resign, then I will not do this in my life, because I've resigned, because I've so yeah, resigning was my way out of kuswera ndichiita what I didn't want to do, what I didn't want. And honestly, I don't want to lie, there is a point that I slept in, I remember on my bed in the Chichema, I was like, Monica, if my mom was available, maybe I could have given myself into doing it, though I didn't want whatever duty and what that I was supposed to do. But if my mom was there, I would do it, because I was going to be safe with my child is left na mama, then in I go and do this. But the fact that me doing that meant Shekina being with a helper for a longer period, because the helper was going to be with you maybe for 2 weeks, for a week. Sometimes you might not have off, so maybe for 2 weeks or the whole of the week. And in what way was I going to have the money to travel every weekend from Chegu to Harare? Yet my hustles as Amira, it was going to be very straining. So yeah, generally that's it. So the papers are now done, and I'm now left with the final pushes for me to, like, tomorrow the 30th is my last day at that work. So today I'm just going and finish up some things, but I'm not finishing them here in Harare. And the 30th is like a birthday for me, and hooray to May. May is like 1 January for me, because this is a new me and me starting over again. And I'm now happy. I'm now ready to face the world and do something. So yeah, thank you to everyone who is invested in this story. Just my details in the future, like when I'm ready to tell you what I will tell you the details, but just that now is not the right time, because now is the moment, now is the time where everything is happening. So I'm just not ready to share it now. Thank you so much for watching. Keep liking, sharing, and subscribing.